I'm Representative Tim Ormsby. Thanks for tuning in. We're here on the House of Representatives floor in Washington State. We're about 1 month into the 105-day session. It seems like we have plenty of time left, but that's not really the case. The legislature lives and dies by deadlines, very much like a sporting event. There are deadlines for submitting bills. There are deadlines for committees to schedule bills for consideration. There are deadlines for those committees to hold hearings on the bills. And there are also deadlines for floor votes to get those bills out of the House of Origin. We're right now under the time constraint of scheduling bills in a committee. Several different committees throughout the legislature with issue jurisdictions, each of their own, and we need to get those bills scheduled and to have a hearing on the bills. Then we have a time schedule to vote those bills out of committee. The goal, of course, for everyone that introduces those bills is to get it all the way through the process and for that bill to reach this place right here, the floor of the House of Representatives, for debate and passage. It's what you see on TV if you tune in to TVW, all the floor debate action that goes on here outside of the committee hearings. As I mentioned last week when we were talking about committee action, those committees are the key to the process. They're the filtering mechanism for ideas that could get submitted as legislation to get filtered through the committee process, make any changes necessary in order for that legislation to be considered on the House floor. It's a very important thing because that's where the citizens have the most impact. That's where citizens interact with their legislators in those committee hearings and can provide their input to make changes, suggestions, or to weigh in on one side or the other about their feelings about the bill. I hope you'll be involved by contacting me if you can't be here personally to weigh in on legislation that we're considering in committee. So, what am I working on? Well, the most important thing that's going on right now because of one of those deadlines is the reform of unemployment insurance. It might not be real important during very good times, but especially now it's important because it's important to families that are unemployed and it's important to employers all over the state. You've heard me talk in past weeks about the difficulty of the budget situation and the funds that we pay for state services. We have one very healthy fund in this state. It's the envy of the nation, in fact, and that's our unemployment insurance fund. The goal is to make sure that we can economically bridge families through a difficult time when they're suffering unemployment. And because it's a very healthy fund, we're able to do a couple of important things, and that's what we're trying to do right now. We can provide immediate tax relief to businesses. $300 million that they would otherwise pay through this legislation, we can take that burden off of businesses. At the same time, because of the health of the fund, we can provide additional benefits to unemployed workers. And balancing those two things is what we're working on now. And like other issues, we only have a couple of weeks to work out the details and for that bill to be heard here. I'll report back to you later on our progress. Hopefully, we've managed to get the best of both worlds. Benefit for unemployed workers and also tax relief for employers. In the meantime, I'd love to hear from you about that or any other issue that's important to you. I'm Tim Ormsby. I'm here in Olympia working for you. Thanks for tuning in.